like TV.
Are you ready? Fight!
Hello, my name is Im Myung-ju and I'm team captain. Our team members are Han Ji-sung and Kim So-young. Our team thinks that life experiences are better than books. We will explain why we think life experiences are better. First, books are boring. Second, children in preschool cannot learn things by reading books. Third, experience is the best teacher.
Our team's opinion is that books are better than life experiences. This is because we can learn many more things in books, but in life experiences, we can have bad experiences. Also, we feel more convenient from books. Finally, books have limits that life experiences don't.
Reading books is boring, so we don't pay attention as much. First of all, my friend Estella reads books every day, but she says it is not more impressive than her life experiences. Secondly, our school teaches some books and we have to read and do quizzes from those books. I read the book on the way to school. It was too long and filled with too many words, so it was not very exciting and I felt tired after reading it. Finally, some people say that there are exciting things in books and that it is a story about something. I agree with them because reading a book is not very impressive compared to life experiences. Also, some long stories are not very exciting and we can become tired. Finally, making more experiences is more impressive in our memory.
Experience is the best teacher is an old and boring saying, but I agree with it. We can learn philosophy in books, but the most important thing is learning basic manners. Manners are very useful in life and we can learn it through our experiences. When we don't experience things, we cannot learn anything, so we don't know how we should do something without experiencing it first. For example, when we are in class, we learn a lot from our fellow classmates that we cannot learn in our textbooks, like working together and sharing with each other. Young children only believe what they have experienced. In conclusion, experience is more useful for students and young children.
Children in preschool or younger cannot learn things by reading books because they don't understand how to read yet. It is much harder to learn things when we are younger since we cannot read. Take for example, learning to walk. We don't learn how to do this by reading a book, but rather holding our parents' hands. At this young age, we have to learn from life experience, like tie our shoes by watching our parents do it. Also, we learn what things are and how to do this by reading a book. Since young children cannot learn things by reading books, I think it is better to learn from life experience and feelings.
We can learn many more things in books that we can't learn in life experiences. For example, we can learn pronunciation from a book, like reading the word book is book and the word butterfly is butterfly. These days, we start to learn books more often than reading from life experiences. This is because we are in schools for a longer time than the students in the past were. Also, we can learn how to say hello, goodbye, and nice to meet you from a book. We can also learn how to use a computer. For example, I can learn where to put my fingers on the keyboard and also how to fix a computer.
First in life, we can have bad experiences, so studying from books teaches us knowledge. For example, a thief can do bad things, or we can think we need to do bad things. Or we can think that we need to do bad things too. Or maybe we can see somebody cheat on the test, or we can think that it's okay to cheat on the test. Next, when we go to the playground, we don't know how to get in a line and wait our turn. So we can get fight and lose our friends. And finally, when we take a university test, or we can get a bad score because we didn't study from our books.
We feel more convenient with books than life experiences. I have 3 examples. My first example is that life experiences are dangerous because we can get hurt. For instance, the real sky jumping or bungee jumping, the rope can break or the parachute might not open. Then we might get hurt. Second, we can read it anytime and anywhere because we just carry a book with us. But with life experiences, they require a lot of work because we have to do many different things ourselves. And also they require a lot of time. Third, books give us another person's experiences. We can learn reasons to use it later with our experiences, so we have an easier and simpler future because we can learn what we know how to do.
I think that books are going to learn from because they don't have a limit. First, we know what a polar bear is, but how do we know this? If we know everything from our life experiences, then we can know what polar bears are without going to the sport to see them. Second, we can prepare more easily and have more information. For instance, if we go to China and we don't know anything about it, then we can prepare for things. Finally, if I haven't been to France, then I can know about their life or their culture. If my friend talk about France, then I can talk with my friends. But if I read a book about France, then I can talk with my friends more easily.
You said in life we can learn basic manners, but I think it has another way. Take for example, we have a meeting with company, and when I read about how to do when we have meeting with company, we can know basic manners and any other things. What do you think about this? But for very young children, they cannot read many books about a knowledge or about basic manners. So I think for young children, having life experience is the best teacher.
Kim So-young, you said in preschool we learn from life, not reading. But I think there are textbooks, and why does government make a book?
However, preschool students sometimes play and learn by their environments. Also, some books are very boring, so lots of students don't like textbooks.
Kim So-young, you said young children can't read books very well, but I don't think so, because in this present books are improved, so in present book we can understand easy, and also in books picture help us to understand. How do you think about this?
However, lots of picture books are unhelpful because it is many people can addicted by picture books or comic books. So I think it is unhelpful than life experiences.
Han Ji-sung, you said the life experience is the best teacher, but there is something that we can do it right now. For example, we can go space right now, but we can know space from book.
But I think we don't. We don't have to do all of dangerous experiences. We can do experience that is useful for our life. So I think having life experience is not dangerous.
You mean you said that we can know how to get along in playground by books, but I don't think it is easy to understand. For young children, it is more easier and faster to learn by doing real things. So I think doing real things and experiencing it first is more easy and faster way for children to memorize it. But when we learn in books, or we can learn that more exactly and faster, so we can learn the books more good way.
Suyan said, saying hello and goodbye. We can say hello and goodbye. We should learn that by books, but I don't think so. When we are young, we learn basic manners by our parents, and we can learn when should we say hello or goodbye by having life experiences. But how do the young children know that is hello and goodbye? We should learn from book, and the book tells more specific things. And where do we need to say like that and more directly?
Sian said we can learn about computers such as keyboard by books. But do you think there is a book that have keyboards pictured? Even though there are the books that have keyboard, we only know it by books. I think we need to memorize keyboards alphabets place. And when we memorize we need to practice and practice to make it more easily.
Some kinds of book have a keyboard picture, and we can memorize it from a book, not a life experiences.
Our team still believes that life experiences are better than books. Although books team argued that when we do life experiences, we can be injured and reading books is more comfortable way and it is more easier and faster to understand, but I still think that life experience is the best source of knowledge.
Our team still believes that books are better than life experiences. Even though the other team tried to argue that tips aren't safe, teachers can stop cheating, and we can't learn standing in a line from a book. Books are a better source of knowledge.
You mean you said that when we saw a thief, we can follow them, but also when we read a book, some boys can be addicted to dangerous pictures, and also we can know and learn bad things from books too.
But in books, we have bad books, but it that books learn make we can learn that we need to do not bad things too.
You mean that when we see a bad experience, then we can also do the bad experience too. But it's wrong. Some of my friend likes to play and she doesn't want to learn. But I'm not. I'm sometimes playing and I'm doing homework or having a class too. So I don't think when we see a bad experience, we shouldn't follow the bad experiences.
But it is the not very good, not very bad way, but the thief's way is very bad way.
Tanya said we can learn about. Tanya said we can bring books anywhere and learn it. However, when the books are heavy and thick, it is hard to bring it. Also, it is sometimes annoying. Oh, even though we can put in bags, bags can be heavy and sometimes there are lots of important packages to bring. It is hard to bring all the time.
In that case, we can go to library and read about books, so we can read it library and we don't bring it in the road.
Round2, you said books are boring, but I think even though books are boring, when we want to live smartly and conveniently, we should read a book. And when we don't read a book, we get a bad habits, such as drawing in a book and don't participate in the class.
For example, when young children do quizzes from those books, they have to read lots of times, but it is boring to read it many times and we can't concentrate all the time.
Jisung, you said we can learn sharing in textbooks, but these days we have a moral book, so we can learn in the moral book. How do you think about this?
We should learn basic matters in younger age. So I think so we should learn it by our parents or seeing our people. And when we become older, most of the children didn't want to read the moral books. So I think having life experience is the best teacher.
So you said young children can't understand books well, but I think if we feel tired or difficult, we should develop habits of reading books. So we need try to understand books. What do you think about it?
But I think even though they don't understand it, always their parents and other things help them. They will not make themselves to know it by themselves. How do you think about it? But I think even though lots of people help them to know it, then
even though they grow up, they will not know themselves by themselves power.
Young you said that life experience is more impressive in our memory, but if our memory is old, then we can't remember very well.
But when we read a book also, when we have to read lots of different kinds of books, when we have to develop our knowledge, but also we can forget important parts of the books too.
게스트.
제일 힘든 경기가 퍼펙트 팀하고 했을 경기가 힘들었어요.
사실 두 경기였나요? 두 번째 경기.
네.
두 번째 경기요. 이야기를 해보시죠.
뻔하게 질 줄 알았는데 예상외로 이겨가지고 기분도 좋았고 약간 퍼펙트 팀한테 미안하기도 했어요. 언니인데.
부모님이나 친구들에게 하고 싶은 말.
우승해서 갈게요.
우승해서 갈게요. 꼭 우승하리라고 믿습니까?
그건 아닙니다.
그건 아니고요. 예.
나이가 다른데 잘해가지고 우리도 좀 더 분발해야겠다는 생각이 들었어요.
분발해야 되겠다는 생각이 들죠.
디베이트를 하면서 내 생각에 잘못되거나 약간 어색한 부분이 있다는 것도 깨닫고 좀 많이 알게 돼요.
쓰기하고 말하기.
왜 쓰기와 말하기가 도움이 많이 됐어요?
말하기는 계속 말로 내 생각을 표현하니까 향상되는 것 같았고, 쓰기는 리버트 연습 같은 걸 하면서 문법 같은 게 더 잘 체계적으로 적히는 것 같았어요.
그렇죠.
이자 화이팅!